So very good afternoon to all of you and welcome to the fifth lecture in the series of industrial seminar lectures. Today we have a very distinguished speaker with us. He is Mr. Pradip Mehta. He is an internationally recognized guest speaker on the subject of project management best practices, enterprise-wide project management systems, earned value management, forensic claim analysis and litigation and dispute resolution. He has presented more than 25 publications at different venues and was invited to deliver a keynote speech at many global project management forums and recently have delivered talks at many IITs across the country to promote the profession of project management. So, Mr. Mehta has served as the Vice President of Project Controls at AECOM, a global project management conglomerate, before joining the law firm where he is currently engaged as a consultant to that law firm. The name of the law firm is confidential. Involved in resolving $1 billion plus dispute between an owner and a contractor. He has over 40 years of project management experience in executing projects in the energy, infrastructure, process and environment industry. He holds an MS in construction management from Georgia Institute of Technology, Atlanta. He has also studied cost accounting, that is ICWA, while pursuing civil engineering at BJTI, Mumbai. Mr. Mehta is a certified design build institute professional, EBIA, project management professional, certified cost engineer, planning and scheduling professional, PSP, and earned value professional, EVP, and a risk management professional. Basically, these are the subjects that we need to do here. Yeah. And this is a paragraph that he insisted that I have to talk about this. That is, he is a big fan of Indian cricket, Bollywood, and Mumbai street food, especially vada pav, and when it comes to Chennai, it's idli sambar. So we had been to
Mumbai too. We have many South Indian restaurants.
We had been to Burger Italy yesterday. He visited all of the ODI World Cup tournaments since 1999, including the last one in 2023 held in India. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Pradip Mehta.
Thank you, Dr. Murali, and thank you for mentioning the last paragraph. That was the most important. Everything else was a detail. And I will assure you, I will have a few anecdotal stories about cricket, Bollywood, and my love for vada pav and this and that. So I'm truly delighted to be here, and truly my honor and privilege in front of students of IIT Madras, whom I view as the quintessential embodiment of Indian intellectual horsepower. And I must confess though that I've been very jealous of IIT. Partly because I didn't go to IIT. I went to Vijayatya, which was built by British back in 1887. So, as much as I'm jealous of it, I'm very proud of the fact that an Indian product turned out to be better than a British product. So that's one of my first interaction with an IIT was an IIT faculty. I was in third year civil engineering back in 1975-76. I could see some of you doing your IIT in the classmate. They said, he's an old man. I'm not taking it. So back in 1975-76, just in the context, movie Sholay was released. And Sholay, the Gabbar character was very powerful. And everyone was speaking dialogue Gabbar. And we were given a project to design a statistic girder for the bridge. And during that time, it was very common for students to simply copy. Somebody goes through 4 or 5 hours of drawing preparation, and you put it on a glass preliminary, and you put GT glass dressing. So there were only 2 students, myself and the other name was Mr. Shekhar Dhate, who had spent basically 4 to 5 hours in designing that girder. So we about 80 to 100 debates that he was present. It was very cumbersome design. So the Viva examiner who came to do our oral interview was an IIT Mumbai professor. So he came and asked me his name because there were quite a few students ahead of me. So So he found out in 5 minutes that this guy had a copy. So he asked him, to whom did you copy from? The two names, Pradip Mehta or Sept. So when they came out, they told me, hey, no, the professor knows your name, but he was asking about you. So I was really scared. I don't know how he's going to react to it. So when my turn came, I entered, and he had a cryptic smile in his face. He, "Aao, Pradip bhai, aao." And I'm like, hey, what's going to And I think next thing he was saying, "Kitne aadmi the?" How many people you have to copy from? So I was very nervous. I was saying to myself, since I use my hands to drawing, use my hand to hand it over the drawing to other students, allow them to copy it. Next thing he comes say, ये हाथ हमको दे दे ठाकुर, बहुत जानिए ठाकुर, ये हाथ हमको दे दे ठाकुर. No, he was very gracious. He took some time and explained to me that I may be thinking that I'm doing a favor to my students, but I wasn't allowing them to learn. Then he asked me a question. Well, after you graduate, would you like to work on a brief done by your friend? Oh, yeah, that's really good sense. But anyway, he proceeded with the question and answer, and he asked me a very out-of-the-box question, which I could not answer. And what I remember the most about, instead of giving me an answer, what he did was, he redirected my thought process and went through a couple of scenarios and got the answer out of me. And I remember coming out of the Bible room, I was so awestruck, I was so flabbergasted that this guy transcended my level of thinking within a matter of 20 minutes. And I learned so much. So how it will be for the students day in, day out. So that's why I've been very jealous. Now, I've been in USA for now almost 48 years. And I will tell you, you IITians are very popular in USA. To the degree that in 2001, there was a joint resolution by US House of Representatives. Unanimously, they unanimously committed a resolution thanking IITians for the contribution to the US economy. Like I said, divided country, you have 50% Democrats, 50% Republicans. It was a unanimous resolution. Not only that, some of you may be familiar with the CBS 60 Minutes. That's a documentary show that's going for about 50 years. So, the Leslie Stone, the chief anchor, she went to Mumbai IIT and really tried to demonstrate how difficult it is to get into IIT. And spoke about all the IITians who have become big executives in USA. So what she did was, she interviewed, I think, CEO of Infosys, Narayan, and he was saying, well, my son appeared for IIT and he can make it. You know what was his consolence to his son? Don't worry, sir, you'll make it to MIT. He did make it to MIT. It's a nice way of comparing. It's difficult to get into IIT, but you could make it to MIT. So I recall the very next day, when I walked into my office, I got all my colleagues were coming in and saying, Pradip, I know you're genius, I didn't know you're that genius. And frankly, I was just basking in glory. I did not have the courage to tell my colleagues that I'm not from IIT. I accepted all the compliments. So here I am, and basically I think reading myself is to apologize in front of IITians that I lied. And also actually I did a lecture to IIT Kanpur. I went to Varanasi and took a tape with river benches to wipe out all the sins that I done. So that's the introduction. So now all the nice things are over. What I like to do today is to share with you my own journey in project management. I'm going to share with you 3 professional case studies that I have presented in my career in a global PM forum. So what I am going to present to you today is some what's called filtering, is what I presented in front of professional project managers. So exactly immediately, you all are project